We continue Unit 12, Rational Expressions, with Flap 2 in our foldable. We start with a factoring flowchart. It is very important that we know how to factor because that is the key to rational expressions, factoring. The first thing we need to look for is a GCF, a greatest common factor. After we look for a GCF, if one can be pulled out, we can look to see if there are two terms and if those terms are a difference of two squares. If they are, we use the formula a squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. If it's three terms, we look to see if it's 1x squared. If it's 1x squared, we do target product, target sum, and put the numbers in the factors. If it's a number that is bigger than 1 in front of x squared, then we use target product, target sum, followed by the box method. Some of you know the grouping method. Whichever method you use is okay. Again, the key to rational expressions is to factor first. Simplifying rational expressions. To simplify a rational expression, we need to factor the numerator and denominator completely. Divide or cancel out all common factors. Example 1. This is a simple rational expression. The first thing I need to do is break down the numerator to be 4, 3x's, and 4y's. And that is divided by 12, 7x's, and 2y's. The 4 over 12 will reduce to 1/3. There are 3 x's in the top that are common with 3 x's in the bottom, so they will reduce. And there are 2 y's in the top and 2 y's in the bottom that will reduce. This leaves 2 y's on the top and 3 and 4 x's on the bottom. This gives us y squared over 3x to the 4th power. Example 2. In example 2, we notice that there are now 2 terms in the top and 2 terms in the denominator. The first thing we need to do is look for a GCF. What is in common in the numerator? Well, we start with 8x cubed minus 2x squared. There is a 2x squared in common with both terms. So I pull that out. That is multiplied to 4x minus 1. These are my factors. Then I look at the denominator, 4x squared minus x. An x could be pulled out, and that leaves 4x minus 1. We replace the original expression in the numerator and denominator with their factors. We can see that the 4x minus 1 is in both the numerator and denominator, so they will cancel. And since x squared is x times x, there is an x in the denominator and x in the numerator that will cancel. And this leaves us with 2x. Example 3. The first thing we need to do is take out the greatest common factor. There is not a greatest common factor. Because there is a 1 in front of the x squared and there are 3 terms, we just do target product, target sum. X minus 2, x minus 3 are my factors. Then we look at x squared minus 9. We notice that there's a minus sign in the middle. The square root of x squared is x. The square root of 9 is 3. This satisfies the difference of two squares, and so we put that in the formula, and we get x plus 3 times x minus 3. Now we replace our original expression with our factors, and we can see that there is an x minus 3 in the numerator and denominator, and they will reduce. The answer is x minus 2 divided by x minus 3. This concludes flap 2 of your foldable.